Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Libra, we're going to look at your energy and we're going to look at another energy outside of yours. I'm going to start that with the energy. No, it's not the energy oracle deck. We're going to go into that second. We're going to start with the archetype deck and then we're going to go into the energy oracle deck. I'm just distracted here by some fluffy cuteness at the table. So Lawrence is gracing your reading. He's off to the side in his little makeshift bed that I created for him. What is it? There is an energy oracle card in here. It's the patience card. Maybe that's a message for you. Just relax. Just relax. Relax, Libra. It's all good. Okay. Your energy right now is bully in the light. So this is interesting. It's highlighting your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So I don't know, there's something about this card, like, I want to say, in whatever, whether it's light or shadow, when it comes out, it's taking stock of a way that I want to say we sort of reflex, try to protect ourselves, and the way that we do this might have a way, it might actually kind of like bully or intimidate other people. It could even be like an aspect of yourself where you may not allow others to get too close to you, or yeah, you might guard yourself emotionally here, or in some way that you're guarding yourself. And by doing that, actually, you're kind of controlling other people in some way, or you're trying to bully them. I don't know. You could be dealing with someone and you're trying to say, look, you're a freaking bully, man. You need to relax. Hey, Larry, you okay? You're doing big stretches. All right. This other person over here. Highlighting your tendency to intimidate others. Wow. The other one came out as the Samaritan in the upright. I just want to say something here because I'm looking at this card and the more and more, like, I've had this deck for a few years and myself in this particular card, like, I've looked at it in many different ways, and I don't know. I want to be honest. I feel like at any time when we are in this archetypal energy of some way, like bullying, even if it's do we though? If you are bullying someone right now, put up your hand. Please put up your hand and let me know, because I feel like it's a really powerful aspect. There goes Larry. A really powerful aspect of ego that takes control in this point in time. So I want to say there's got to be some type of ego that's breaking down. If this is you. Because I feel like bully is all ego. And ego is there to give us a sense of groundedness and who we are in the world and try to protect that. So I guess I feel like when I pull out this card, if like Spirit's trying to talk to y'all out there, I could easily just say, well, maybe the energy's reversed. But yeah, I don't know. The Spirit's pulled the card out here. And I just feel like, though, it's really difficult to get through to people when they're in this state. Unless you're finding yourself, you're like, you know what? No, I've been really closed off. Maybe I have been kind of curt and unfriendly with that person because I was protecting myself. And I don't know, right? It's very interesting. Anyways, it's kind of funny, right? Because we're helping to confront the inner fears that bully you. So we're really talking about it, right? Oh, he knocked down your card. Silly Larry. Okay. So this other person, it's nice. They're a nice person. Samaritan. It's in the light. It refines, this person's energy is refining their capacity to help those they would prefer to ignore. Now that's interesting. So I don't know. If this person is like trying to help you, but you're, and they would prefer to ignore that. Prefer to ignore behavior? I don't know. I've noticed a funny energy with Libra the last, 6 to 8 months. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not saying like it just necessarily has to be collective, but I was dealing with stalking and harassment, and they were a Libran pretending to be a Virgo. Well, anyways, and then there's, I don't know, my Libran friend is just odd lately, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, just kind of seem mean and rude. I'm not sure how to take that. So I don't know if there's something going on, Libra. Like, is there a planetary energy that's putting pressure on a point for you in some way? Because I'll be honest, right? With these cards, it's like you haven't been nice to someone. Is kind of what that's saying. But this person over here they're nice. They're a nice person. And I want to say they may not necessarily want to. It's almost like me coming into the reading. I'm like, okay, I don't know who's going to shoot at me today. I'm just going to try to ignore how mean you treat me. The mean things you say about me. Oh, it's okay, I'm fine. I've developed a really intense scabbing across my back that's actually turned into a hard callus. So refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So it's almost like, though, that this person feels like I need to help you. I need to help you, but I don't want to. Maybe it's because this person wants to help you and you're maybe doing like one of those. No, don't help me. Don't help me. But then, I don't know. Just gonna go. The Queen, I want to say it's in the reverse. The child wounded is in the upright. Awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path for forgiveness. But then the Queen in their shadow is, just nasty. Becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. Oh, that sounds a lot like my stalker. Oh, she's probably still watching. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways. Such a narcissist beyond narcissist. That's really sad, actually. I really feel sorry for her. She can send me emails. I don't care. I know where she lives. I do. She's stupid. Okay, anyways. The thinking man. Wow. Look at that. It's like I'm really thinking about how I'm mean to others here. Wow. Thinking about bullying. That's your energy. Maybe you're just thinking about bullying. I think we all have it in like different levels and capacities depending on what's going on in life, right? I mean, if this is in the shadow, it conceals your deep fear behind your verbal or physical abuse. Behind verbal or physical, but not yours. So you're not admitting. It's almost like you're admitting. And I find this such an interesting energy. When the bully is in admittance, there's got to be an ego that's breaking down, or there's got to be a level of egoic protection that's been there because of some type of wound that one has suffered, right? So not wanting to let another person in because of that wound. But then the oh fuck, you can see it playing out in history. The bully often becomes the bullied, often becomes the bullier. So often, right? So when this energy isn't really looked at, I don't know, can the bully, the bullied can become the bully. And then can the bully become the bullied? It's almost like the student and the teacher dynamic, right? Like that can flip. I'm just going to keep reading this. If it's you, take it as it is. If it's not, do what you need to do with it. I'm gonna honor the cards, because this is really, to me, it looks like someone here who's possibly feeling like I'm smarter than you and I'm the one to teach you, right? And I'm like, Now this is a tendency to intimidate others. I'm all knowing. I'm intelligent. I'm educated. I'm a thinker. I'm the smart one here. And we all need to agree to that, right? Like that's how this comes across here. Why? Why do you need to feel that way? Right? Because we're confronting this. I feel like we're doing a therapy session here. We're confronting this. Why do you need to feel that way? Why do you need to feel like you're the smart one? I want to say probably, I'm guessing, everybody's going to be a little different here. Why do you have to feel like you're the one that you're the smart one here? because at some point you didn't feel smart and somebody utilized that against you. So then you create, right? Then ego's like, oh fuck, man, we can't have Libra being like totally dysfunctional, not able to operate. That's what it comes down to, right? Like, it's true. So the ego comes in and says, all right, we're going to develop a mechanism here that's going to make sure that we don't feel like we're not the smartest one in the room. And then that way we'll always function well. That won't be something that stops us from functioning, because real bad wounds can cause people to not be able to function anymore. So, right, like, you know, we always go on about the ego, but really, honestly, we need it. We really do need it. But this is such an important energy because it's really trying to keep that in check. Why do you have to be the smartest one in the room? There's a fear around that. I mean, it's a fear of self-worth. No, and for some of you, maybe this is between someone that you would call your friend or a love interest. Okay. Wow, this is fascinating. I don't know. I feel like I just did Virgos and they're like, oh, fucking Virgo. They're so sweet. They're like this delightful angelic energy right now. I love it. I love it. But I feel like this is the kind of stuff where we can like really like, yeah, you know what? We all got to learn. We all got to learn about ourselves and try to like look at ourselves from a conscious, look at the subconscious elements of ourselves on a more conscious plane. That's not easy. No, it's not easy. And honestly, a lot of people will turn away from readings like this. I don't want to hear that. Whatever. That ain't going to make your life any better. Samaritan. Okay, so this person over here, they're Samaritan in light, so it's nice enough. Oh. Interesting. They have, now it was reversed, but anyways, I'm going to read it this way because I didn't tell Spirit. I was going to pull these out in the reverse, the Energy Oracle deck. They have the Envy card. This person is envious of you in some way and they would rather not deal with you. This reading is going really, it's going in an interesting direction. Okay, so this person, let's just get it all out on the table now, shall we? That's what I feel. I always feel like I'm at like one of those family dinners where somebody has said something and it's like they pointed out. I don't know about doing that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't point out anybody's wound. I remember there was someone in a comment a year or so ago, and they were so upset because they were pointing out all the problems that their mom had, and then they couldn't understand why their mom was so mad at them and didn't want to talk to them anymore. And I was like, that you don't do that. Because it was, I want to say, it's almost like taking this energy and it's like, yeah, you know what? I can see what's wrong with you. And I can see why you behave that way. And it wasn't like mom was narcissistic. The mom, who knows? You know what? You don't know everything about your parents. Like, you know, I know my mom has lived a very difficult life. She had a horribly difficult childhood. And the degree of functionality that she is able to take on in life just blows my mind. Like, it just does. Is she perfect? No, she's not. She's far from it. But, I mean, I think she's amazing with what she's gone through. So, I don't know. Like, I feel like we're having like a therapy session here with you, Libra. Okay, because this person over here is really trying to figure out. They just, now, maybe, they envy. Why do they envy you? Is it that? Or do they, well, like, why wouldn't they want to? Or there's people around them that envy them. Maybe this has nothing to do with you. The person. Okay, they've refined their capacity to help people that they would prefer to ignore, which is envy. That's interesting. Okay, I may or may not be you that they're dealing with here. I want to actually say that it may not be you, to be honest. You're busy over here thinking like some really deep shit. There's people that are envious of this person, and for some reason they have to deal with them. They still have to, you know, it could have something to do with their work. Maybe there's something prestigious about this person's work, and people are envious of them. You know, you'd be amazed, you know, how that could play out. And I say that because there's always somebody who's doing worse than you, and somebody who has Like things are just, you know, like if you think about, I praise them, thank the Lord and thank God for the garbage men and women. I really do. Mostly men. I mostly see men doing it, but because they take the stuff I don't want anymore. And it's such a relief. It really is. Like, and if you've ever lived in a place where you got to take stuff to the dump, it's a lot of work. The back of your car can stink. I love them so much. I really do. I really have so much gratitude towards them. But yeah, a lot of people don't look up to them. But I want to say, like, so what I'm about to say is not that I'm putting them down, because I think what they do is, and it's hard work. It's in the elements all year. It's, you know, and sometimes it's really long days and they're picking up heavy shit. That's a hard job. But there's people out there that, you know, like maybe there's certain benefits that they have with that job, or they have steady work, or someone here who's like, I can't even get a job, right? Would be envious, but this person still picks up their garbage. It totally, like, in whatever level that could be. It could be somebody who's the leader of a church. It could be somebody who's a leader of the church, and because they get to stand up on a pedestal every Sunday or Saturday night or whenever they do that, and there's people in the crowd that are like, wow, I wish everyone would sit and listen to me. It must be nice to be able to sit up on that pedestal. And I don't know, but this person, right? Oh, Libra. I like this one. What's that? What the fuck is that? What do you got? Romance at the bottom. I have no idea where that came from. What's going on here? Okay, the man holding a coin is the bottom. Patience, healer of the ages, and door to romance. It's a healthy, wealthy man who's very patient, and he's working with Christ consciousness energy and bringing in new beginnings and love. Well, that sounds quite lovely. That sounds quite lovely. So I don't know how that works. Oh, we're going into the Heaven and Earth Tarot now. Heaven and Earth Tarot. Okay. There's something about this too. I don't know. Women can do this too. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like men are always trying to be intimidating. I'm like, you know, fuck off. I just want to say, like, whether it's in their big trucks or just the way they, I don't know. It is a man. It is a man here. They always have to be right too. That's another thing. The Eight of Swords. There's something here you're not seeing. There's something you're not seeing. The Eight of Swords. Okay. The shortened force. It's almost like maybe not understanding what the next plan forward should be for yourself. Somehow it's almost like getting to the end of the road and you don't know what to do now. What do you do now? Just wait for the ice cream truck to come around. What would you? Wait for the ice cream truck to come around. Okay. The thinking man. Somebody here has no idea how they bully people. The Knight of Swords with the thinking man. Oh my God. Okay. This is like someone who doesn't allow other people to stop conversations. Or this is like somebody who, if you're talking to this person, they're not listening to what you're saying. They're not listening to what you're saying. They're literally, okay, if someone is talking to you, that's how I have to do this reading because it's showing up. If someone is talking to you, it's almost like instead of listening to what this person has to say, you're trying to come up with a rebuttal or you're trying to come up with something else to show that you have better insight or you're more intelligent here. Like you don't even know what they said. Instead of having like a conversation. Sorry. But that's what this is telling me. As I said, if you need to flip it, you can flip it, but... Or maybe you're dealing with someone like this. Whatever. I'm starting to make I'm not going to make any excuses anymore. No excuses. It could even be here. Like, okay, let's say, well, we talked about this. Why would there be, why do we bully? Well, some people are just assholes. There is that, but yours is in the light. So it's not. So you're not. And narcissists have no capacity to look at their weaknesses and their problems, which is who my stalker was, who won't get this video at all. They were like, I don't fucking get it. No, it's all you. But so you're in the light with this, and you're understanding that it's right. I want to say that I feel like something's clicked. It's almost like something has clicked. Because if you're going from the Eight of Swords to the Knight and you're thinking about this, maybe it's a certain behavioral pattern. If this has something to do with the difference between men and women too, I want to say that. There's a lot of things that men don't understand about being a woman. There's a lot. And it's interesting when you hear conversations of women who have transitioned into being men. And it's just like, I can't believe, like, just because now that I've transitioned into a man, that people will listen to what I have to say when the same people wouldn't before. Like, literally because I have hair on my face and my voice is deeper and I'm dressed. It's like, it's crazy, right? And then there's certain situations that you shouldn't go into as a woman as well. Because this is all masculine. It's a man thinking, this looks like a man, and this is a man. Well, it's also a man's world. They've really done a shit show with it, but there's an epiphany moment here, and it's realizing how someone has been, how you've been bullying, or how you've been bullied if you're dealing with this person. I don't know. I kind of want to, I'm going to say it. I think if your guy's coming here, I feel like you might be, well, I shouldn't say that too, because there's a lot of feminine guys, and really overly masculating guys can be bullied too. I'm on everybody's side, except the narcissist. Fuck them. Yeah, there's like an epiphany moment here. It's like, now I understand. There's a fear that I've had here. Because I've had this fear, it's made me mean to someone or to others. I don't know who that is, because I have a feeling that this person over here is dealing with something completely different. The Ace of Cups. Oh, that's nice. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. Wow. I mean, honestly, this looks like... Oh, look at this. Guys, I swear, this is like a masculine energy towards a feminine. Look at how that, right? Oh, this will be, it's almost like even forcing feelings or emotions, or I want to heal this. I want to make this good. I want everyone to feel better. Look at, she's fucking hiding. Oh my God. Like hiding from that. Oh, stay away. Don't come near me. Don't come near me. So I saw, this reminded me of something here. I saw an interesting video on, what country was it? Oh, I don't want to say now. Because if I get it wrong, but there's probably a lot. Oh, that was old, so I don't know if it's still like that, so I'm not going to say anything. It was a Middle Eastern country. I'm just going to say that. And there was a news agency that was doing a video. She was dressed, it was a woman, and she was walking, and when I say the streets, I don't mean like back alleys like hooking. It wasn't that. It was just like regular streets where people shop and they get coffee and they do stuff. And she was an attractive woman. She was not dressed provocatively at all. At all. And she was the harassment that she had was absolutely insane. And most of the time when she said, sorry, I'm not interested, or no, I'm just here to go buy bread or do whatever, they would let it go. But there was at least two guys that would not. And the people that were filming had to actually step in and say, listen, she's not alone here and we're asking you to leave, because they wouldn't. But that's bullying. This is almost like that, because it's like, I'm giving you the Ace of Cups. Why won't you accept it? Right? Like, I'm giving you the Ace of Cups. Why won't you accept it? Oh, fuck, because you scare the shit out of me. But bullying, if you're bullying with the Ace of Cups, it's like you want this, I want to heal this. Well, that doesn't necessarily work that way. You know, people don't have to want to heal things with you. Now, there could be something here, too, where you could be noticing that there's a way that you intimidate others, and you get this through your mother. With the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Now, there could also be, for the person who this is, there could be some sort of regrets here, like, oh my God, I realize what I've done now. Yeah, I don't know. There is something like that. I've realized what I've done now, like regret. Knight of Swords, thinking, oh my God, now I realize what I've done. Or what I was doing. Okay, so this person over here is a Samaritan dealing with people they'd rather not. Envy. The Lovers. Now, this is coming out with the Samaritan. Okay, envy. Oh my God, the Knight of Wands. Ooh, look at the fire. What the fuck? The Samaritan, the Lovers. Like, this is, I don't know, I would describe it almost like if somebody's doing God's work. Doing good things for other people. Even if he's lying. His nose is growing in that picture. I just noticed that. Was it a reading or two ago? Look at his nose is growing. And she's touching his face like, your fucking nose is growing. You're Pinocchio. You're lying. Oh, you're lying. I'd rather, so this person would rather not deal with, I realize you're lying and I don't want to deal with you. All right. That's fair enough, right? Honestly, I realize you're lying and I don't want to deal with you. It's the Lovers, though. This is a life-changing decision. And maybe it is. Somebody here is making a life-changing decision. But I'm still helping you, even though I'd really rather not. Prefer to ignore you. Envy, Knight of Wands. That's bad. I mean, this is energy that's really fueled by desire and passion and lust and... Okay, I'm going to clarify the Lovers. The Hierophant. Judgment. And the Princess of Cups. It's almost like God is telling me to do this, so I guess I'll do it. I don't know. The way this is coming for, like, all right. Oh, man. This person has to do something here. This person. Oh, okay, you know the other way that this feels? Is that this person could be going through some type of... what's that called? When you got to do... community service. It feels like community service. This person has to do something, like it's community service. It feels like some type of community service here. Like, oh my God. Do this. I don't know. So is this somebody that was charged guilty of something? Possibly. They have to make an amends. They have to do some type of community service here. They really rather not. Well, are they? Okay, so now this is unfolding very interestingly. I don't know how righteous they are over here. This whole reading. Everybody got their problems on the table here for Miss Cindy to see. Okay, so I really think this person really doesn't want to do whatever this is, but they're being called that they need to do it. They have to do it. They'd really fucking rather not. So it's not really righteous. And so maybe they're the ones with envy, Knight of Wands here. Because a Knight of Wands too is freedom. They envy like freedom? This person is envying freedom. Free will. Yeah, because this person doesn't have that based on the way these tarot cards have unfolded with this. Look at this. This is really, and they're all major arcana. Out of 4, 3 of them. The Hierophant. These are the structures that we have. We've placed a judgment here. Rise above. Offer your fucking little cup. Do it. Go and do it. Say you're sorry. Could be too, almost like a victim. No, that's a victim statement. Not this. What is this? It is like having to say you're sorry. This person doesn't want, not with envy. I wonder if this person has made you a bully. Envy. Well, envy and the Knight of Wands. There's some, might even be like some type of sexual envy here. 4 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. Princess of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Something's being corrected. Something's being corrected, and some sort of offering has to go on over here. What's happening? Somebody got to do something. They don't want to, but they have to. You know, the other way this comes across, because, you know, it's like how she's like kind of, you know, subtly, okay, I'm going to bring this cup. I'm going to say I'm sorry. And then he's like, no, I'm not going to. No. I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting that. Why the fuck won't you focus? Focus. Why won't you? He's like, no. Right? That. Oh, right? The shadow of the Samaritan is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. I'm just going to do it without asking for anything. This person's refining their capacity. They're refining it, but there's still envy here. Maybe how other people were treated in a situation, or how they were treated, or maybe they see that they were unfairly treated. I'm not sure. Everybody's got their problems. We all got problems, man. You know, was a quote? It was someone else. My mom was talking about someone the other day. I was on the phone with her. And someone who's been through like some really crazy shit. Oh, I remember. Anyways, it was a cousin of mine. And he gets through life telling jokes. And he does it really well. And he keeps a lot of balance in it. And he's getting a lot older now. Like, I think he's in his mid-70s. You're thinking, like, well, the things that he should have addressed, he's high functioning for some of the trauma and things that he's experienced in life or seen firsthand. And then I think of Arnold's, well, it's not going so well for Arnold Schwarzenegger at this point. I think there's a lot of things that he needs to look at that he hasn't been looking at. But because he said something, there is to some degree here, like when we overanalyze things, like if we look at things, if we find a wound or something that is a problem for us or something that really hurts, if we can figure out a way how to function through it or function with it, if it gets you to the end of your life successfully, well, fucking A. Like, is there necessarily a perfect way of doing everything? I don't know. I don't know why that came up with this reading. It's when I want to say, okay, so there might be, we're bringing it over here, because there's a lot of things, we're not going to fix all the problems all of us have, right? Or life is tricky and complicated and painful at times. So we all have different ways of trying to manage and survive through it. But this is almost like your energy is realizing that there's a way that you've been trying to survive has been possibly hurtful to others. And that, no, you can't get away with that one. That's not, like, that'll produce a karma. I don't know, some people might say, no, I don't know. A karma, I think if you can get through life knowing a lot of pain and horror that other people can inflict on others. You haven't done it, but you know it. You know it firsthand, and you can find a way to cope with it. That's okay, but this is coping that hurts others. And then it's almost like, I don't understand why this person won't take my cup. This person might, okay, this energy over here too might even be envious of, I don't know, the attention that you get. The attention that someone gets. Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Success unfulfilled. Love, the Two of Cups. And pleasure, the Six of Cups. You know, I'm not gonna mince words here. I do feel like that there's someone here that you've tried to make an amends with in some way. And this person is perhaps not receptive to that. And it might even be making you real, I don't know. You may have been too hasty with a judgment or a verbal action here. The Queen of Pentacles. Strife. Wow. The Five of Wands. The Tower. And perfect work. The Four of Wands. Perfect work. Breaking everything down creates harmony. Breaking everything down creates harmony. And we get Nine of Swords, despair and cruelty. So it's also giving me this vibe here where there could have been someone that you were bullying. And you were doing it, you might have learned this through a mother. It's possible with the Queen of Pentacles. But there's something reactive here. Some way that you were protecting yourself was actually hurting another person. This person may have moved away from you in some way here. And the Nine of Swords is the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. It's like working on your wealth, or this person was. Wealth stability. It's just some of the weirdest fucked up energy coming through in this reading. So it's also giving me this vibe of like, right, again, there's all these men here. There's all these men like working, and then there's this feminine here. I mean, she's in the bed alone, and she's got like these dark, negative thoughts. I want to say it's almost like maybe was a situation here where there's a masculine energy. It's all about his work. It's all about his work. It's all about his work, and not sharing at all, being completely closed off. And that's cruel. It's despair and cruelty. Disparity and cruelty. That's such an interesting reading. The Knight of Wands. I want to clarify that one. The Knight of Wands. Somebody here has got to do something that they don't want to do. I will say that. Material work. The Three of Pentacles. The King of Cups. and the Magician. Who is this Samaritan specifically? Like what? Okay, how do you know this person? That's what I want to ask. How does Libra know this person? The Moon. Could have something to do with nighttime. You could have shared fears here. There could be a sharing of psychic abilities. Could be through the mother, the moon. You know this person through the mother. Oh, frick, I just say that the High Priestess. Wow. This is a very significant spiritual connection you have with this person. It's not, it's interesting. It's a star. It's not giving me the Eight of Cups. I don't even know if you've ever met this person in person. How do you know this person? This almost looks like somebody who has walked away from a spiritual calling. Someone who's walked away from a spiritual calling. I'm wondering if this Samaritan energy is around, if there's something to do with a group here. With a group, vying for attention in some way. It feels like there's emotional manipulation around that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, there you are at the bottom with Justice. Let's hope so. So Justice is at the bottom. So Karmic, that's funny though. It almost talks about if Justice is at the bottom, justice has already been served. Karmic energies have been balanced. I wonder why you're thinking about this. I don't know. I'm going to go do the extended, Libra. In the extended, I'm going to see what they don't know about you and what you don't know about them. The link to the extended is at the bottom of the description within this video. I hope to see you next time. Until then, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.